pitch I can do in 3 minutes. Like, okay, this is fine. It's more I can't get across anyway.
Yeah, like they can't absorb it.
Yeah, you can't, right? You're like, it was actually good that I've looked at a million pitches, and
Yeah.
usually after like 30 seconds, I was like, you lost me.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing, right? And it was actually things I cared about, and I was like, yeah, but I'm lost. I don't listen anymore once I'm lost.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
Exactly.
Yes, nobody does. And which is why you can never afford to risk losing them. So I have a company I'm working with, and they're trying to use all these things, this test we've been running, to paint a good story about how how far we've come in validating demand and so on to raise their first round. Mm-hmm. And I've never raised money, so I don't have direct experience.
10 slides, and I can give you the 10, right? I mean, I've looked through many recommendations, what slides need to be in there.
Yeah.
I
would love those 10.
So you need to have the problem, right? You need to have the solution. Then it depends, how good is your team? So how early can you do that? Somehow competition. There's somehow, what is your product, right? People call it the secret sauce. So how are you technologically different, or depending on what field you're in? If you have a strong team,
the uniqueness goes on the secret.
Yeah. The team, if it's really good, bring it early. You need something about competition. Mm-hmm. Again, think XY axis, very simple. Don't people like these tables with 15 rows and comparing all the companies. It's much too complicated. Just XY and put them there.
Look as we're totally unique.
The most difficult thing is to actually name the axis. So that it's,
of course, yeah.
You need something that is immediately clear, and you need somehow a story why the others are not good, or why you're better. That's storytelling. You need a business model, right? How do you make money? Market opportunity. So you need to somehow show what is your, let's call it a beachhead market. So where do you start? And where can this go? Now, super core that I've understood and learned, I always thought look, I want to be very, very focused on the product so that it's very clear where we do it.
Yeah.
Actually, the VC looks at it from a completely different side. They say, well, is the opportunity big enough? Your opportunity has to be above $1 billion minimum, better 10 billion opportunity in terms of SAM. Mm-hmm. And be very clear how you can reach that. So how you can convincingly show that it's not just this product, but then it leads to this, right? Mm-hmm. That you have. They look at that, and oftentimes it's like, oh no, too small.
Mm-hmm. We did all kinds of ad tests to validate that pain exists, and that there are big market pains out there that drive consumer behavior, that people click, fill in a form, that our competitors do not address. So there's like a gap in the market. We address it, and then we ran ads to get like $1 users. We gave them like a $1 deal just to see like would people give us $1. So we got 10 users, and that cost us $30 a user. But I don't know. I feel like that's too much details. And then after that, we've been running ads. We've been running different pricing tests to figure out, should we charge $59 or should we charge $79? Should we go after this segment or that segment?
This is very detailed.
And that's very detailed, yeah.
It's too detailed. Yeah. So the unmet need is your problem. So that's pretty much your second slide, right? You have the intro. You say, this is what I'm going to do. You call it value proposition, and then your second slide is the problem. So that's what you said first. And you don't even justify that. You can just you have to have a convincing story, right? Like what we do with bias, and I think that's a good one. We say is like 1 out of 4 people die. That's kind of the statement.
Yeah. It's so easy to understand. Yeah.
You don't want to say 25%, but you want to say 1 out of 4 because it's stronger. But you know this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So mine would be like, there's this many people upset about this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem we solve.
And somehow it needs to think about it as Joe Blow needs to be like, wow, this is actually
damn.
That's what you want to achieve.
That's a problem.
That's if you don't do that, you're not good. Now in traction, I don't go into dollar values or anything. Like, is anybody interested in this?
Yeah.
Do you have sure, you can, if you have revenue, that's great, right? But I assume this is probably pre-revenue, like you said.
We have revenue now. It's like, we have a couple users paying us $79, but it's like, it's not a big number, when you add up it's not exciting. It's not impressive yet.
So find the metric that is impressive. That's how
we have one impressive metric. It's insane. It's insane. We have one metric with these guys. I can't believe it, but it's a little technical. It's that we can add somebody to our list. We can add a qualified, talking about those videos earlier. So we can add a qualified lead to our remarketing campaign for 3 cents. 3 cents. So I'm like, that's so insane. It's going to work.
Okay. So how do you make this exciting? That's your problem.
I don't know. Yeah.
This is what you need to solve. You're pitching to a guy who wants to make money. So you need to build the bridge why this is going to make him money. So you need to build a story. Why is this great?
Okay. So a simple reason why this is off the charts, amazing opportunity which it is really good.
And that's your traction.
Okay.
Like if you can show that this is real traction, it's going to lead to sales or something.
Yeah.
Then that's
okay.
massive.
Okay. Got it. Great. So that means for my traction slide, basically I'm taking the most interesting part of all the work we've done on traction, not all the details and sciencing it out, but like, here's the one impressive thing that demonstrates that we have a huge opportunity and results in terms of traction without getting lost in the weeds. And like, why is this cool?
Okay, careful. The opportunity goes to market opportunity, right? That's the pie you can maybe play in. Traction is really the results. Like, what have you achieved? I mean, one of them is like, I have running software prototype. Whatever.
Yeah, MVP, paying users, people on both plans, and we're a huge list growth.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then the last slide is your ask. So what do you want? Yeah. How much? Ideally, you can already say you have a lead investor and how much of the round is committed and all that. That's your, people have to know why they're listening. An old fart explained this to me, which was really good. After I fucked up a pitch, he was like, look, once you have me excited, I'm going to stop thinking about questioning it, but I'm going to start thinking about how to make it better, how I'm going to make money with it. You need to get the person to, and that resonated with me a lot, right? It's like, okay, out of the questioning mode and into the mode of like, okay, now he's thinking on my behalf, like how we're going to do something with this.
Oh man, that's super useful. Thank you.